My name is Kahan Albarande, and it is my cosmic, personal, and civic duty to advise all that I am and will forever be known as the Christ figure, the future Buddha, the Messiah, the Messenger, Lord, and King of this new era. We have known for thousands of years that this time will come, and this very moment is that time. This appointment was confirmed in the late summer of 1999 when I was visited by the soul and energy of King Solomon. From the biblical perspective, this occurrence is described in verse 16 in Revelation chapter 22, and it states, I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star. I, after 1999, not knowing the significance of this event, lived as normal. However, in 2010, this event would prove to be significantly important. Not quite sure how or why, but in late 2009, I stumbled onto meditation. Naturally, I wanted to know more about this thing called meditation and explore these mysterious colors and images that were being provided to me when my eyes were closed that was otherwise ignored prior to the knowledge of it. In the attempt of not ignoring what I was witnessing, I dedicated myself to wanting to know as much as possible about this experience through experience. My dedications, to my surprise, led to the rising of my Kundalini in the spring of 2010 and the experience of enlightenment in early summer that same year. These experiences were so profound, I wanted to let everyone I knew about it, and did so briefly. But before I could fully express all of my meditation experiences, I had to know more about it. In my studies, I found the experience was only being expressed by others from a third-party perspective. In other words, no one talking about it could have themselves been enlightened, or they would have been describing the same experience I have had. My further studies revealed no organization nationally or internationally provided service to become enlightened, confirming the third-party commemorations I was reading and hearing. It was at this point I knew I had something that was more than special. In February of 2012, I established Dhammapada Yoga in an effort to provide the service that I knew could ensure enlightenment. In lieu of providing this service, I wanted to secure the process through a patent. I was advised, seemingly legally, due to the natural process, I could only copyright the method, which I did in the unpublished books called Dhammapada Yoga, the most advanced yoga meditation, and the Dhammapada Yoga Method, a user's guide to the most advanced yoga meditation. In the process of gathering information for Dhammapada Yoga, the most advanced yoga meditation, I found startling information unfolding right before my very eyes. First, I found that Gautama Buddha was merely a student who gained enlightenment during his time and was the first person recorded historically for this achievement. I thought if Gautama Buddha could historically be recorded for gaining enlightenment, surely I could as well. Therefore, I am officially nominating 7000 O'Malley Drive, Richmond, Virginia, 23234 as a historical site. Secondly, the difference between myself and Gautama Buddha is I have the copywritten process to enlightenment, which gives me the ability to teach others. In pondering this achievement, since 2013, I would tell myself on a daily basis that this thing is big, much bigger than me. Me, are you serious? No way. But it is true. I am the Christ figure. Towards the end of my research for the book, I found New Jerusalem, the place where the new kingdom is to be established, translates to Salem, New Jersey, the place where I was born. The Adaitan is the place where the Holy of Holies resides. Translates to my birth name, Dayton, given to me by my mother, Anne Marie. The true translation of the Ten Commandments, which describes UNESCO's criteria for historical sites, which 7,000 O'Malley Drive, my home where enlightenment occurred, will certainly qualify. In this newly revealed translation of the Ten Commandments, the second coming of a Christ figure will be established for the record. Finally, the supreme authority, the ancient Egyptian Per-em-Heru text, which describes this entire prophecy in stone. Make no mistake, although completely and utterly surprised at these revelations, I am extremely proud of this appointment, and one that I accept with proud adoration. This appointment is not for a lifetime or one of a mere dynasty, but for an era that no other person can or will ever proclaim. With that being said, as king and as for as long as I live, the Dhammapada Yoga method must embody the original and only religion, and Dhammapada Yoga must perpetually exist for the next 2,150 years. In continuance, this past era was one that suppressed the only religion that had, has, and will forever exist. This religion seeks the God in oneself. It is also within this past era that suppressed the female energy. While one may think that the bottling of the female energy was wrong, but speaking as God, it was a necessary measure while the oppressive male energy established the external device called the computer. The computer can be an extremely valuable tool going forward, as we have seen, if used properly. Today, the female energy, which is the mind, must rise to its male counterpart, which is now highly advanced. In the rising of this female energy, the truth must be at its foundation. The Dhammapada Yoga method is a tool and this foundation. The Dhammapada Yoga method provides information from the subconscious mind that is true, infallible, incorruptible, and when translated with love, will be the vehicle to advance the mind like we have never seen. It is this combination of these technologies that, in my opinion, describes God's new kingdom. In closing, I would now like to reveal the new covenant. The covenant. On behalf of the Almighty Creator, the light, the truth, the sustainer of all things, I, Kahan Alborande, have been divinely appointed to deliver the means and or method by which men and the Creator are to be rejoined as one. The means and or method by whatever name will expect in due time to provide all the answers man has about himself and whatever else the Creator deems necessary for man to know. Man and his part are to seek truths in all the answers delivered about himself and likewise of whatever else the Creator deems necessary for man to know. This covenant will be deemed sacred and above all covenants, therefore no other covenant shall supersede it. It will be up to the Creator to provide a new means and or method to which the Creator and man are to be rejoined. Man is to pass this covenant to his kind, now and forever. No man now or to come in himself or another shall break this covenant. The new covenant will have articles and a confirmation section for the practitioner and authority. It is now available for review upon request. In realizing we are in fact in a new era, one in which closes the book on the Holy Bible and all other religions stemming from it, to include Buddhism, to which every living person will be affected. Furthermore, any person or entity affiliated with any religion whatsoever who does not recognize this appointment, I will kindly ask for their resignation and or, if necessary, the dissolving of their entity. In my defense, the process of enlightenment, God's greatest achievement for man, and disappointment will speak for itself. Due to the severe ignorant state of humanity, from the effects of the suppression imposed upon them during the previous era, it is requested that those persons and or entities who understand the importance of this proclamation make do this service available to the masses at whatever cost necessary. There is much work to be done, family, and I look forward in discussing this proclamation with any person or entity in an effort to promote the ultimate peace. Any additional information about myself, also doing business at Dhammapati Yoga, and or any future trusts can be found at www.dhammapatiyoga.com. Truth, love, and balance are recognizable goals for this new era, and I, as king, must dedicate my life in ensuring God's mission is identified and achieved. This speech and video will be archived and made available upon request. Thank you, and Amen.